Hey, it's Ivana. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about the 4 reasons we give into bad habits. Now, it may feel like it's all bad all the time and we're just constantly giving into things that we're trying to not do anymore, but the truth is we're actually only vulnerable some of the times. We might just be setting ourselves up for the type of stuff that we don't want to be doing more often than we want. So by knowing what that stuff is, maybe we can make some different decisions, set things up a little bit differently, help ourselves out just a little bit more. To start, the first one is location. Certain behaviors and habits seem to make a lot of sense when you're in a particular location, but maybe not so much in another. You might be more vulnerable based on where you're going and what you're doing. A very common thing, like when it comes to behavior, is something like uniforms at work. I'm a pharmacist by day, I'm a drug dealer, and when I'm not making videos, that's what I do. And at work, I can't quite be looking like this. I have to wear a lab coat, which at that spot makes perfect sense. I've been wearing one for years. I don't wonder if it looks weird. No one tells me I look weird, right? That's what I do. But it would make very little sense for me if I brought that same coat, Exhibit A right here, and I bring this thing home and I'm wearing it at home. Technically, this is just a white coat. I can really wear a white coat wherever I want. No one can stop me. I can make fashion choices however I want. But I would feel ridiculous wearing this coat at home. Like imagine my friends come over and I'm just like, don't mind me, just over here with my lab coat. Like I would look ridiculous. I would never do that because to me, this lab coat is for a particular location, right? My behavior of wearing it while I'm at work makes only sense when I'm at work. So anyone that wears uniforms probably does the same thing. You only tend to wear it while you're at work. So let's say you're a guy, you wear a suit at work. You're probably not gonna come home and like play video games in your suit, like probably very uncomfortable. But you catch what I'm saying. Like, so certain behaviors only happen in certain locations. If you think and you find what locations that might be, you can either try and stay away from it or find another way to kind of get around it. The second one is time. I mean, by time, I mean like time of day, time of year, time of whatever, right? So let's say something like food. Technically, there are no rules. You can eat whatever food whenever. Your body's not going to be like, I'm sorry, did you try to put breakfast food on me at supper time? Who are you? No, it's going to take the food regardless. But we have gotten into the routine of eating certain foods at a particular time of day. So again, if maybe food is something that you're feeling like you give in at times when you don't want to be giving in, maybe time is one of those things where it's like, I probably wouldn't start my day off with this, but I tend to have a harder time at a different time of day. Something like time of year. Like I'm recording this right around Christmas time, so I have a Christmas tree, which I can't show you because I don't want to keep like, messing up the camera, but I have a tree, and every year around this time I set up a tree, and many other people that celebrate Christmas do the same thing, right? Really, a Christmas tree is a spruce tree that we decided this time of year we're going to decorate with ornaments and sashes and bows and all this other type of stuff, right? But no other time of the year are you going to see people like decorating trees outside or even pulling their Christmas tree out. It only makes sense at that particular time of the year, right? Also, again, time of year, like there's so many other behaviors that people are doing around Christmas time, gift buying, cooking, getting together. There's just a lot more socializing, a lot more just like, YOLO, let's live it up. Like, and that's just part of like that time of year. You probably don't do it at any other time. And it would almost seem a little bit like too much to be doing it to the way that you're doing it. So time is one of those things. The third one is feelings. So many feelings. No matter how much we pretend like we maybe don't have any feelings, we are very complex people, complex human beings, and we are full of emotions that need soothing. A lot of them, some of them, things like stress, especially this year, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of, worrying and stuff. We want to soothe the feelings of worry, so we go towards things that make us feel better. We want to fit in, we want to be accepted, we want to feel good, so you're doing behaviors that get you to feel good. All feelings, we just want so many feelings. The last one is other people, aka peer pressure. Now, whether someone's like literally pointing at you and telling you to do something, or just like their presence and you knowing what like they kind of just like make you do certain things, we are meant to be in a crowd of people. We are meant to belong, and that's what we want to do. That's good for our survival, and it's just good for our well-being. So being around other people is important, but it can also influence how and what we're doing. And so, I mean, you probably have like, the bad friends, the people that have bad influences on you. Those can be like, here or there jokes and stuff, but like really the people that we keep around us can heavily influence the type of behavior that we exhibit. So maybe it's time for a little chopping, or maybe it's time for gathering my people around, right? So if people bring out the good in you, keep those people around. So I'm hoping that the 4 things I mentioned are helpful, give you something to think about, and see if like those things that you've been trying to change and work on, if they fit into any of these categories, and if there's anything you can do to kind of tweak things and make things a little bit better for yourself. So thank you again for watching, and tune in for more videos from me.